if you love somebody, you go change. I don't care what it is. Love demands change. You were not able to love properly if you don't change. And a lot of people be like, the man's supposed to change for the woman. No. If you love that person, both parties change. Love is not about giving you money, flowers, chocolates. It's not paying for a trip that you go take that's gonna last for 5 days and now you back at the house arguing. That is not love. You know what I'm saying? And I think this generation, they don't understand what love really is. Me personally, I've learned what love truly is. And if I love a person, I'ma change for that person. Whether it's me stop being selfish towards her, whether it's me not seeking attention from other people or validation from the world and focus on the person that I love, it's gonna require sacrifice, change. I cannot stay mad at you because I love you. Not saying that everything gonna be perfect, because it's not. But because I love you, I'm gonna have patience. Because I love you, I'm gonna have long suffering. The things that you trying, because I see that you love me and because you changing your actions towards me and what I said hurt me, you changing your actions, I'm gonna stick with you. And I'm not saying stick with somebody because you love them and they continue to do wrong. If a person continues to do you dirty over and over, even when you have said that this is not right and it hurts me and they continue to do it, that's not love. Love is not gonna continue to hurt you, baby. Love ain't gonna continue to lie to you or seek attention or validation from her friends or from his friends or from Facebook. That ain't love. And anybody can give you money, anybody can take you on a trip. That's attributes of love. Anybody can show that type of love. But real love gonna require sacrifice. And when you understand that, you gonna love different.
Yeah, huge shout out to this content creator. What I would say is I agree with him with most of what he was saying. I don't think that this generation really knows and understands what that word love really means. Love is a selfless act. And I don't believe that anybody that's selfish can honestly really love anybody. Because when I look at the examples that have been put like before us, like people that really love their significant other, that love their children or whatever, like those people are selfless towards the people that they love. And when you look at this generation, all you see is selfish people, everybody looking out for themselves. There's no room in the equation for anybody else. Because, again, those people are so selfish. Now, what I will say is, I do have an issue with, talking points and stuff like this, right? Because I think that this is how conversations go most of the time. When you're talking about how to identify what love is, right? I think that people know and understand that if somebody continues to treat you wrong or whatever, and you've conversed and y'all have had that conversation or whatever, and you've told this person that this is hurting, like we already know that, fam. Like at this point I feel like we're beating a dead horse. Like if you're going to explain what love is, then let's just stay right there. How to identify what love is, instead of doing what I see a lot of people doing, which is running in the victim Olympics. A lot of people love to use some of these type of talking points as the reason why they're in the situation that they're in, instead of saying, yo, What you need to do is, instead of, trying to identify what love is, you need to figure out why you are in the situation that you're in. Why in the world would you open up yourself to someone like this? And I know it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be in the comments, you know what I mean, with this BS talking about, people have a way of hiding who they are. And I would call cap, because majority of the people are not even that smart, not even that intelligent. And I think that a lot of people show their red flags and those signs early on. But the issue is a lot of people choose to ignore those things, right? Again, a lot of people are going to feel some type of way. They're always down in the comments about, when I have a take on these type of point of views, where a lot of y'all continue to get yourselves in these situations. And the reality is, most of y'all that are pointing the blame at other people, oftentimes y'all are the problems. It's not even that other person. It's literally you. You are the selfish person in the equation. You are the one that's probably holding y'all back from, achieving greatness or building with each other. A lot of y'all need to do the work on y'all selves first before you start to look outside of the bubble. A lot of y'all weren't taught growing up. And I understand, you know what I mean? There are a lot of households, majority of households are coming from, single parents. I understand that, all right? A lot of y'all weren't taught, or you didn't see, what it's like, or what it would take to build with the opposite sex. You just didn't see it. And I understand that. And this is why I always talk about, or I tell people, that you're going to have to unlearn a lot of things that you learned growing up. A lot of those things that we seen growing up was not the way to go. And even indirectly learn those things. You have some people that did grow up in a household that maybe did have two parents, or, maybe their parents were married, but they were in I'm just going to say a bad situation. I don't like to use that word toxic. So I'll just say they were probably in a bad situation where, again, they weren't taught, their parents weren't taught, and they continue to repeat a cycle. And they think that, wrapping that bandage around it, calling it marriage or a relationship is the end all be all, and it's not. At the end of the day, people need to understand that in order for you to be in a relationship, in order for that thing to thrive, in order for you to be able to build with another person, build a family, and really have that structure, it's going to require that you be selfless. The more selfless you are, I think the easier it is for you to love and other people to love you. All right, but I don't want to spend too much time on this, man. I want to hear from y'all. What are y'all thoughts? Do y'all think I'm off? Y'all know I'm always open to, the possibility that I am. If I am, go ahead and drop it down in the comments and let's have a conversation about it, all right? Until the next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa, too bad was they roll.